Happy New Month! Yes, indeed. You know when ladies just got paid.
Wow.
I'm laughing right here, right now.
Happy New Month, MM. You look amazing in green.
Absolutely. You look like a leprechaun.
I'm green with envy.
Green with envy, baby.
It's all good. All over the world today is a very, very fun day, and there's no better way to have an exciting time than to start it right here in our company. For the next 1 hour, 45 minutes, it's going to be great stuff all the way.
Yes, now it is also Tell a Lie Day. Does that give you a clue what today is all about?
No, I don't know what.
Now, can't you keep a secret? Now, you are the one letting it all out, see?
Well, in any case, we're not alone, like we've already told. MM
Yes.
is in the kitchen with our chef, and it's going to be a fantastic one.
Yes, now, she looks like a bag of money. I'm sure she has a secret she's keeping for us today.
Dollar.
Ooh, get it. Now, I can tell you something, though.
What is it? What is it?
I can tell you that my name is Tokwe Olowonio, and his name is Mazino Appeal. You see? I can also tell a secret.
In any case, let's move on quickly.
No, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. The secret is that the best thing you can do for yourself today is not to mess with the show. You can't miss a minute of the show because we have so much packed up for you.
She's absolutely right. Even if you have to leave home, you want to take us with you, stream the show live. We are at TVC Entertainment if you're looking for us on the web. And also, you can also watch us live on Facebook as well.
Yeah, now that's TVC Entertainment on YouTube, where we have our videos, every single one of our videos. Connect with us on social media, send in your comments, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Good morning, everybody. What a Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, happy new month, people.
Okay. Tell you guys what we're going to do the weather now, do the news, and when we get back, we have a very interesting conversation on the couch here. And of course, you're welcome to the first of the month, Thursday here, and it's time for the news. Alrighty. Professor Charles Soludo today, or rather yesterday, escaped an attack in Sofia, his hometown. A gunman attacked a venue where the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria was holding a meeting with his supporters. Professor Soludo is a front-runner for the ticket of the All-Progressive Grand Alliance ahead of the Anambra state governorship elections holding in November. Though TVC News cannot confirm the casualty figure, but at least 2 policemen were killed in the attack. Reports say the whereabouts of the politician is presently unknown. Spokesman of the Anambra State Police Command, Haruna Mohammed, confirmed the incident to TVC News, but says the command is yet to ascertain the number of identity of people killed. And Kaduna State is still witnessing daily attacks. The latest claimed 8 lives yesterday, while 4 others are injured in separate attacks by the bandits across Chikun, Giwa, and Kajuru local government areas. Now, they shot at a vehicle in Chikun, which somersaulted and led to the deaths of 6 persons, leaving 4 others injured. In Kajuru, the bandits attacked locals at Iburu in Kajuru and killed 1, Amos Yari. Giwa, the bandits invaded the Hayin Kanwa village and also killed a number of people there as well. Now, Governor Nasir El-Rufai has commiserated with families of the victims while wishing those injured a speedy recovery. A meeting to avert a nationwide strike by residents, doctors is underway in Abuja, behind closed doors, by the way. Now, Labour and Employment Minister Chris Ngige is the chief conciliator of the meeting, which began at about 4 p.m. or 4:40 p.m. and had in attendance the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health, Mashi Abdullahi, and representatives of the Salaries and Wages Commission, among others. The residents' doctors had issued a notice of an indefinite nationwide strike effective 1st of April, that's today, over a number of demands. These include a non-payment of house officers, non-recruitment of house officers, and also abolition of the bench fees. Others are non-payment of national minimum wage, a review of current hazards allowance to 50% of consolidated basic salaries of all health workers, and non-payment of death in service insurance for workers who died of COVID-19 infections, among others.
Because we started solving those problems, started solving them. We put up proposals with even timelines on how to deal with them. We will now look at those proposals with you. Fix adequate timelines so that the people on government side will be implementing and marking them as they execute them.
After the meeting of last Thursday, I think we engaged the leadership of NAT and at the ministry.
And that's as much as we have for the news. We have to talk about. Well, welcome to the papers for a Thursday here. It is the 1st of April, and that's not a joke. Everything here, we assure you, is real and happening, so trust us. We are going to be doing the headlines from the dailies, what you should find when you get out, and perhaps maybe grab one. Let's start already from the Punch newspaper this morning. Major headline here, PDP others carpet FG as US alleges massive graft in Buhari regime, corruption pervasive in government including judiciary, security agencies, say the US, and rights abuses under Buhari government worse than under military dictatorship, says PDP, and FG APC keep mum over report. Verdict depressing, says CDHR ex-president. At the top of the Punch this morning, service chiefs delaying defense vaccine supplementary spending, say the FG, and Senate demands 4.16 billion judgment debt disbursement details. Doctors' strike begins. NARD meets National Assembly over unpaid allowances. We take a look at the bottom of the Punch newspaper. And finally, herdmen's killings. Assailants flee Ebonyi. Vital clue found. Outrage trails attack. That on page 8. We'll move now swiftly to our next paper, and that is the Nation newspaper this morning with the headline, Buni-led caretaker tenure, APC chairman under pressure, and plot thickens to extend party's membership registration, shift of convention. At the top of the Nation this morning, gunmen attack Soludo, abduct commissioner, 3 policemen killed, it says, and Ekiti monarchs to fire me. We reject ranching. Insecurity may worsen. Also on the Nation, Ebonyi herdsmen attack, death toll rises to 25, and Alafin accuses security men of sabotaging local efforts. At the bottom of the Nation newspaper, U.S. report, no evidence of massacre at Lekki toll gate. UK worried about insecurity in Nigeria. That's as much as we can take for the Nation. We move on now to the Sun newspaper. And on the front page of the Daily Sun, big headline here, agony, anxiety as doctors begin strike, vow to ground public hospitals, family members evacuate patients. And Nigeria's GDP to grow by 2.1% in 2021, World Bank say, and killers of Catholic priests will be arrested, autumn vows. Gunmen attack Soludo's youth program in Anambra, kill 3 policemen. We heard that from the other papers. And finally, for the Daily Sun, insecurity, or rather security challenge, can't be fixed without state police, Makinde Alafin Olubadan say. Let's move on now, real quick, to the Guardian newspaper. And the big headline that greets you for the Thursday edition, sabotage of COVID-19 vaccine sparks fears of fakery and hoarding. Now, that is a very worrying headline. FG yet to send supplementary budget for COVID-19 expenses. Nigeria plans to get 70 million Johnson & Johnson vaccines through AU, and second batch of AstraZeneca may arrive in August. U.S. fines Oyakilome's TV station 65 million naira over COVID-19 sermon. I'll let that sink in for a minute. And also on The Guardian, the British envoy laments Nigeria's worsening insecurity. And at the bottom, and finally, Ebonyi declares curfew as indigenes decry murder of kin. And lastly, the Daily Trust paper this morning has this big headline, military yet to submit estimate for arms, say the federal government. Defense officials mum. They're being careful, say experts, and 396 billion naira supplementary budget for COVID-19 ready as government halts proposed healthcare centers in states. That's on the front page of the Daily Sun. You can pick up these papers and maybe even extend a comment to us by using the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC on social media.
Welcome to Coffee Gin.
Yay, Emin, where's your one?
See there.
Okay, great.
You just ruined it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Let's start all over.
Yeah. 1, 2, go. Welcome to Coffee Gin.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do that.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
Moving on, guys. Moving on.
All right. So what are we talking about today?
We're talking. So I'm going to give the scenario, then I give the topic. So I got this. This not even tweet. It was oh yes, it was tweet. So the tweet says, "My guy and his girl had a really great relationship."
No, this is the start of the tweet. this, then this is the response.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I had an excellent relation. No, this is the start, Joe.
Okay, go ahead.
They've been messing with me today. Imagine how this feel. Moving on. My guy and his girl had a really great relationship. Too much love until she let demons push her to check his phone. See, when you decide you want to start checking your partner's phone, anything you see,
preach.
Take it. Take it like that because you must see. Now, someone now responded, I had an excellent relationship too, till I found his wife and kids on his phone.
Oh,
good for you, sis. Now, my question for today is, do you think you will still be in a relationship? To think that I'm the only single person in the world. Do you think you'll still be married if you check your husband and your wife's phone?
I'll let MM go first.
No, Mazino.
Do this.
You are going first.
Let me say this. First of all, I believe in privacy, no matter how conjoined a couple might be.
Okay.
I think privacy is a very unique human want. And to deny a person of that is actually inhumane. It's actually quite inhumane. Unfortunately, these days our lives are on this device. So you find that you put a lot of information in there that are meant to be private. So going through a person's phone, for me, is an invasion. See, even as a partner, you sometimes need that level of what's the word? Privacy. There's another word I was looking for.
I'm controlling this. Privacy. Oh yeah, shoot.
You know that for your partner to be checking your phone, there's already some level of insecurity or distrust.
What of gist?
Which gist?
Babe, let me show you one gist. Okay, and check now. Just go to that WhatsApp chat.
That's consent now. You gave consent now.
No, that's you giving consent. But when a partner starts to snoop,
exactly,
into your phone, that is, I don't see it as invasion of privacy because I believe that as a married couple,
should have access to each other's phones?
Yeah, I don't think you should hide anything from each other, except if you have skeletons in your phone.
Okay.
In your phone, not in your cupboard.
So, single street, you don't want to be giving nobody your password.
No, but if you're in a relationship, if you are single and you're in a relationship, please don't go through your partner's phone.
Why exactly?
Because I am a firm believer of you are single until you are married.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah. What about when you're engaged?
Okay, yeah, engagement is a step towards commitment, so yes. But if you are single, I believe that you're single till you're married.
Let me just add something to
because there's still, it takes a lot for, I believe in, do not put all your eggs in one basket if you're a single person.
I'm going to add something to everything I said. Now, there's something when it comes, there's something to take out when it comes to expressions. Sometimes you might say certain things that are, you exactly know what you're trying to pass across when it comes to communication between yourself and other people. However, if another person reads it, especially when it's text, you find out that the meaning is different, totally different. So if you have a wavering level of trust in your partner and you go through their phone and you read such kind of things, you can, I assure you, you have just damaged that relationship. Because it's your word against mine when I try to...
something from what you said. Do you trust your partner?
Yes.
Do you think
and I've
your
never
partner
been through my wife's phone.
Trusts you 100%?
Yes.
You looked away. Does your partner trust you 100%?
Yeah, I think he does.
Okay, do you think that there's something that your partner would see on your phone
that would
make her feel uncomfortable? Then you shouldn't have privacy.
No. But see, I'm being honest here. It's a fact. Like I said, expressions will change once another person starts to read them. So you want to put that extra factor there when you're going through somebody's phone and know that this might not be the exact meaning. It's not that the person might be trying to hide anything.
Then explain it.
As in,
when I come across this, I want you to explain it. If it's not what it is.
I'm not good at explaining.
No, you will explain it.
Me, I'm not good at explaining.
You have to explain
because once you ask me to explain,
you are my partner. We are in this together.
Wait,
so we know each other. We are supposed to know.
So imagine that your wife is showing you something on her phone, and a message pops up from her ex, and you see the pop-up. At that moment, you don't want to see that thing she's showing you again. Is this? Would you still do your? Oh, it's private.
First of all, let me let you guys know, all those pop-up and banners and everything, eradicate it. It doesn't matter who, just make sure that you eradicate it. It is not safe. That's if you're single in any case.
You didn't answer my question.
Which one?
I said, when...
So what is that? I have achieved what I set out to do all morning. Thank you very much. My name is Mazino Appeal. It's just a bogus spider. Happy April Fool's Day!
I can't believe this guy.
I got you.
I can't believe.
Okay, so
I'm done with all of you on this show. I'm done.
It's official.
So you guys planned this thing.
I'm officially the Grinch on this show.
We will be back. Stay tuned. Yes, I got you.
Mazina, I will pay you back. I can't even believe my text read. I can't believe Mazino succeeded in giving me an April Fool's experience. Moving on. Welcome to the kitchen, and we're still celebrating the new month. I hope you have a great start to the month. We have a great Chef Debbie Scott from Messi's Fresh Foods.
Yeah.
What fresh food are we making this morning?
Okay, potato stir fry with prawns.
Prawns, okay. We have a seafood entry to the new month. Okay. Let's quickly run through what we have here. We have the sweet potatoes, of course.
Yeah.
Green, red, yellow bell peppers and Scotch bonnets.
Yeah.
And then this is, let me guess, dark soy sauce mixed with see me feeling like a chef. Is there oyster sauce in this as well?
No.
So why is it thick?
Okay, it's chili sauce.
Oh, chili sauce with dark soy sauce?
Yes.
Okay, chili sauce with dark soy sauce. Nice. Then what do we have here? Sesame.
Yeah.
I'm coming up. I'm coming up. Sesame oil, shredded carrots, of course.
Yeah.
We have, this is parsley or celery?
Celery.
Celery, okay. And then we have the prawns. This is black peppers.
This is black pepper.
This is black pepper.
This is yellow pepper.
Oh, yellow pepper. Okay, haven't seen a dried yellow pepper before.
No, that's yellow.
The celery sticks, of course.
Yes.
Spring onions.
Yeah.
Garlic, ginger, onions. Okay, let's get cooking.
Yeah.
So what are we starting with?
Okay, I'm just going to parboil this
Okay.
a little.
Yeah.
Then before I'll chop my vegetables, that's
The green
the
pepper.
green pepper, then spring onions and all
Okay.
that. Then after that, so I'm going to stir fry the prawn
Okay.
with the carrots,
Okay.
the celery sticks, then
Yeah.
before the
bell peppers.
bell peppers and the spring onions. Then
Okay.
I'll add the
Potato.
potato.
Okay.
Then finish with
With the sauce.
the sauce. And
So I was going to ask, so are we using the sesame oil to fry?
yes, I am.
So is it just for healthy reasons, or you like to make your stir fry with sesame oil?
I like to make it with sesame oil and for health reasons.
Health reasons, fantastic. I was going to ask, why do we have celery sticks? I know I'm used to it. I'm used to using it to make juices and smoothies. This is the first time I'm seeing.
Okay, it gives another different aroma, different taste.
Taste.
I know it's healthy.
Yes,
too.
exactly.
So,
That's why I know it for
yeah.
smoothies and juices.
So I use it a lot for my
For your
food.
foods. Fantastic. We're off to a great healthy start for April. So let's dive right in. What are we doing
So
first?
this first,
Okay.
we're going to add to.
I know that potatoes get soggy quickly,
So that's I'm
we're
just going to parboil.
for a bit. No, I think it's on already.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it is on
Yeah.
already. Just give it a few minutes. And then right after that, what are we doing?
So after that, after parboiling, then I'm going to sieve. Then start with the bell
choppings.
peppers.
Oh,
so
okay.
while parboiling, then
Yeah.
I'll chop.
Chop, okay.
Of course.
Let me get you
Water.
another plate to move the bell pepper, to move the things on the chopping board.
Okay.
Yeah. So are you chopping these first or those ones?
I'm going to chop
This first, okay. So how has Messi's Fresh Foods been?
It's been fine, improving, having a lot of clients.
A shame.
Yes.
Okay. This works, right?
Yeah, this work.
Okay. So what did you use to marinate the prawns?
I use soy sauce,
Okay.
a little of black pepper,
Okay.
and garlic.
Garlic. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And the non-chicken. The non
Yes. So we did fact finding yesterday, and we discovered that it is actually not called nor, it's called kno.
No. Oh.
No. You all need to be paying me for this, for these lessons I keep teaching you guys on the show.
I didn't know.
Yes. So yeah, it's kno seasoning cube. And yeah, I think there's been a rebranding to the pack because
yes, it's different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah,
I've gotten this pack before.
Okay. Okay, so yes. If you're just joining us, we are preparing potato stir fry and it's super healthy this morning. And this is the first time I'm actually going to see sesame oil being used to prepare an entire meal. You know, some chefs just use it at some point, you know, use vegetable oil and then put sesame oil like much later. So this is the first time. I'm waiting to see how it turns out. Because as much as it's an oil, you know, some oils just feel like they're just a fizzy oil. Like you'll be afraid to use it to actually fry. Because you don't know if it's going to give you.
It's to give you a very different aroma taste. Yes,
but it'll give you a different aroma and taste, and it's not budget friendly. So it's more like if you buy it, then you have it at home. Versus, yeah, I get you. Okay. So are we going to fry this, or are we?
I'm going to stir fry the
vegetables together. Okay. So while our chef here is chopping all the choppables, we have Mazino on standby, hoping he's not going to prank anybody else. It is Artsy Thursdays, and we have art display next. Mazino is all yours.
Aw, Takbe, did I make you forget my name? Aw, I'm so sorry. It was too good. I just had to do it. But thank you for playing along. In any case, welcome. It's art display today. And first on the list is our traditional mini art exhibition. That's what we have going on here. And our artist of the week is Janet Adebayo, whose works take a critical view of human problems. She was also shortlisted for the Art Love Expo exhibition in 2019, and her creative scene published in the Daily Trust News just last year. Now, you are welcome. It is fantastic to have you here on our show today.
Thank you.
Surrounded by all of your very beautiful artwork, and I've got quite a lot to say about them. But first of all, let me ask, why did you choose to actually have a message in every piece of your art?
Okay. So I feel like it is necessary to pass a message or solve a problem. Either because I'm sure I'm not the only one who is having a particular type of problem.
Okay.
So whatever happens to man is not new to every other form of man. So I feel it's just necessary to solve a problem.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, tell you what, you're going to be defining exactly what every single piece of art we have here is today, because I can see some very diverse, very interesting works here. But let's start first of all from these pieces that we have here. And let's start with this one. If you can see, it's a lady in purple, a purple background, and I don't know if that's a Joker's hat that she's wearing there.
Okay.
Tell us about these.
Oh, that means, okay, the title of that is self-confidence.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to make that art to get myself out of not believing in myself and every other person too. And then the thing in my head is just like, it's not on. It's not exactly on, but it is just the way people view some persons when they begin to gain their self-confidence, and they'll be like, "What is wrong with her? Why is she talking like this?"
Yeah, exactly.
So you look weird to people when you begin to start talking in a
when you start expressing yourself, people are like, "I know she was different yesterday. What's doing this one?
What's going on? Calm down,
that
please
kind of thing." I get it.
Exactly.
Now, that's very interesting.
And then
the little prisms and structures there floating in the air.
Those looks like barriers she's trying to break
through.
Break through. And I'm not the only one, of course. So many people face this kind of problem, like they've lost their body confidence, self-confidence.
So for you, what was it exactly? What were you fighting?
Okay, I was fighting public speaking.
Public speaking. And look at you now, you're on television and you're doing very, very fine.
Thank you. So I was really fighting public speaking. I can remember there was a program with the UNICEF. I was among the youth who we were trying to solve a problem in more like an indigenous community.
Yeah. And you found it hard to express yourself.
Very hard to express, especially to express the problem we found. So we were trying to help young artisans to put their work on social media. And so,
all right. Now, what is this one? First of all, is this oil, or what is it exactly?
This is acrylic on canvas.
And that is what? Suede?
Yes.
All right. Now, so tell us what this is about. What's it titled?
Okay, this is this is my recent work. So the title I gave to this is love is a challenge, more or less like it's a responsibility. So it's not the old
I see the hourglass
yes,
there.
the hourglass. Like, you know, it's more or less like a responsibility. Not it's not the old story they used to tell us that oh, when you find love or when you're married, it's always beautiful,
happily
sweet.
ever
Yeah,
after.
exactly. So this looks like gone are those days. I remember my mom used to use this to tie wrapper and.
That's apoche now.
Yes, this apoche. Yes, they use this like ladies in those days use this for you know when they are beginning to form their style. So they use this a lot. So this is trying to rewrite the story that love is not what we think, or marriage is not that sweet things, but it's a serious responsibility.
Now, in front of the table, we have this very interesting piece. It might look like, I don't know exactly what it is, but little dots, little pieces of paint. Is that paint, or what exactly is it? What are we looking at here?
Those are dry paint.
Dry paint. So what is this?
It's like a summary of something.
A summary, okay.
Yeah, I did this last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a summary of 2020. But I no longer have it. It's gone
Okay.
already.
So I'm very excited to get to the one behind me here. Now, this looks like a piece that you made with Tokwe in mind this morning.
Okay.
But I can see that to the posterior of this structure, there are timepieces. So exactly what is this? What's going on here?
Yeah, this looks like this regular saying they used to say Ojonlo, time is going.
Time is going.
Yeah. So they used to say it to many women. So don't let this get to your head.
Okay.
Yeah, instead just be very sarcastic about it.
Okay.
Ojonlo. Instead, Ojonlo doesn't mean I can't, or time is going doesn't mean I can't do so many things I should do.
Okay.
But I can't, don't pressure me, please.
Don't fall to pressure. Just do your time. Do your thing.
So
very interesting.
Exactly.
I'm sure Tokwe will like this one. She might want to take it home. There is something very interesting here I'd like everybody to see. I'm going to lift this up. Oh boy, it is heavy. And it's heavy for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, this one I found most exciting because I can see a face there.
Yes, sir.
And it is it's like the material used to make the canvas. This is not a canvas. This is actually
not a canvas. Brass straps.
Brass straps.
Yes, sir.
That's what they are. I can't believe this is the first time I've had so many brass straps in my hand. First off, let me let you guys know that.
Exactly.
But what's the inspiration behind this, and what's it telling?
Okay. It is telling how we can just turn waste material into something very valuable and beautiful.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And then, yeah, I showcased this when I went for the art expo.
How many women did you have to solicit to get all the brass straps? Did you have to go from door to door?
No, actually.
So how did you get them?
I had to meet these women who sell, they call it katangwa, exactly. So, and then I noticed they used to pack all these brass straps and then throw them away or litter them on the street. So instead of allowing them to do that, I just had to beg to buy them.
Thank goodness they didn't think that you wanted to use it for ritual.
No.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So we have a couple others here. Now, the guy with the guitar and a shadow behind him are those two people. And then there's one with a padlock and a basket of fruits. So if you can just run us through those real quick. What exactly are those about?
The one with the padlock and food is trying to explain or enlighten people about food safety and security. Okay. Because I study food tech and I'm so interested.
Yes, you did. You studied food tech.
Yes.
So from food tech to arts, that's like a world apart.
Yes.
Ah, well, you brought it together here.
Exactly. I can harness that.
That's
to
very
just
good.
Tell a story and then.
That's good. And then the one with the guitar?
Yes, that is surrealism. So trying to put, a lot of things in my subconscious mind to reality, into art. Okay. So, and then I get inspired with music.
Wow. You are fantastic when it comes to these, and I know that you are already perhaps making money out of this, and I hope to see you in the near future doing great work, and I'm happy that you have been recognized by buddies.
Thank you so much.
It's fantastic to have you here. We are glad.
This is a gift to you.
Oh, I get a gift. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's my gift.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is so nice. The first time I'm getting a gift. This is not April Fool's, is it?
It's not April Fool's.
I have to ask. Thank you very much.
All right.
Welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. Now for some book chats. Today's author is Adiola Adeoti, and she'll be discussing her book, The Portable Handbook for Purposeful Living. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, I like the fact that you're so chilled and calm.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about the inspiration for this book. It's quite an interesting read, I must say.
Thank you very much. Well, I think apart from the fact that I really wanted to share my journey towards self-confidence, I wasn't always very confident.
Oh, okay.
So I really wanted to share that. And another thing is I really like, one of the things that gives me fulfillment is seeing people deciding and committing to live really intentionally. So I really shared all of those things in this book, and basically that's the inspiration.
All right, fantastic. Now let's move on to your first chapter, which is The Reason. And here you highlighted the Asian culture, about Ikigai.
Yes.
Yes, the reason for being.
Yes.
Can you explain further on that?
So Ikigai, I really didn't go in depth into that because, so Ikigai is like a framework that the Japanese use. It's to help you. There are certain questions that are there. So it's to help you arrive at a place where you can say, okay, I know why I'm here. I have a reason for being and stuff. So that's why I highlighted it in the book. Yes.
Okay. And here you also, spread more light on the need for purpose, why one needs to have purpose. But first of all, a lot of people, are just, prancing around, not knowing what their purpose is. So can you explain further on what is purpose?
So basically, like the first chapter says, the reason. That's really what it is. It's your reason for being here. And I feel like you said, there are a lot of people just walking around with no purpose.
Yeah.
Some might actually be walking in purpose, but because there's so much ambiguity surrounding the issue of purpose. I'm not saying that purpose is not an important thing, it's why I wrote the book. But there's so much, when you talk about purpose, so many people shrink because they feel like they want something really extra. And I wrote that in there, that your reason for being may just be something little, but we're so associated with big things that we don't even consider those little things. So you might actually be walking in purpose and you don't even know, because you want to be the person that makes something really extra. So it's why I really explained those things in the books.
Yeah, and here you highlighted the 3 P's to purpose. You want to explain further on that?
Yeah, I think there's potential,
there's
prayer,
and there's passion.
Yes, so I saw that in Sunday school. I think I wrote it there.
Yes, you
I saw that in Sunday school. So I felt to add it in the book, that those things, when it comes to potential, there's some things that are within you that you need to discover or you need to work on. And there's also passion. Right? Passion helps you, is what gets you up. It's something that gets you fired up, and it helps you to actually build on those potentials. And of course, there's prayer. Prayer is the key.
Yeah, prayer is everything in this part of the yes, it is. Now let's talk about some of the affirmations that you wrote down here. I've noticed that for every chapter there were affirmations.
Yes.
And this is not something that people are used to in this climate,
Absolutely.
And what is the importance of affirmations?
So basically, I really love affirmation. It's why I included them here. I discovered affirmations when I was, getting to become confident in myself. And I just feel like they're really empowering. When I use affirmations, there's a certain way that I feel. And I just thought to share with the world. On my social media, I always, they know me for affirmations and stuff. So I think it was really important for me to include it here. After every chapter, there's a need to really just feel that empowerment. So it's why I use affirmations a lot. I think they are great tools towards personal development and self-confidence.
Self-confidence. I like that. Let's quickly talk about the imposter syndrome. Talking about self-confidence. Yes. The imposter syndrome is one, would I call it a condition? But it is something that a lot of people deal with. You're losing confidence in yourself. You can do it, but you're not sure if you should do it. And here you are lighted on ways to get rid of it. You want to expatiate more on that?
Yeah, so the truth is you don't really get rid of it. That's the truth.
Okay.
Because it's always going to be there. But the thing is, you are aware of it and you know how to move forward. There's always going to be a little voice. When you know you're supposed to do something, there's always going to be that voice to tell you that, what do you think you're doing, you know? But you are now aware of it and you know that it's just that negative voice and you can go ahead and do it. So it doesn't really go away. Basically, you're just living with it. But the good thing about it is that you still get to do those things that you want to do. Imposter syndrome, it really stops people in their tracks. So, well, you can always do it afraid, is what I always say. All right, in your book, you also shared some of your personal experiences towards finding your purpose. Would you like to share a little bit about that? So basically, like I said earlier, this book was birthed, you know, as a result of sharing my personal journey. I said I wasn't always confident, you know, because of my height. I allowed it to really affect me. I wasn't putting myself out there, and, you know, it really affected me for a greater part of my life. So I really wanted to just share that you don't really need to allow the way you look or the way you walk or the way you talk affect certain things. You can be great the way you want to be. You know, basically I owned it. It's why you see the portable handbook, the portable. I really want to be known as the portable everything. So I sort of just turn it around for myself because it used to bother me before. So I decided to just turn it around for myself, and it has really helped me to, you know, live. Well, to be honest, the minute I saw you, it rang a bell. Like I could connect the dots. That's the idea. All right. So here you also talked about positive vibes. I mean, we are often faced and sometimes, you know, surrounded with people with negative energy. I mean, at work, everywhere, even in the marketplace, you go everywhere, people are just, there's just too much negative energy, you can't take it. And here you are trying to, you know, you're trying to keep this positive energy within yourself. You're constantly affirming yourself. How do you, you know, bounce all of that negative energy off while still maintaining that positive mindset? Yeah, so I think I said here that basically everything that is listed in this book requires willpower. It requires a lot of intentionality. It's not easy to be a positive person in such a negative place, you know. So it requires intentionality. And being positive doesn't mean you have to be happy at all times. It's just having that belief that even in the bad times, there's still something ahead, you know. And positivity, there are days where you feel really down, and that's why I also highlighted that it's very important that you surround yourself with positive people like you. So on those days where you are absolutely drained or you're not even feeling it at all, there's someone to still lift your spirit, and it requires intentionality, like I said. So yeah, fantastic. Now let's talk about the God factor here, which wraps up this handbook. The importance of the God factor. Would you say something brief on it quickly? So really, I just think that God is the author of purpose. I'm a Christian, so I believe God is the author of purpose. You know, He made us, and so ultimately, for you to discover your reason, you need to go back to Him and align yourself with God. Thank you so much, Adiola Mude Adeoti. Thank you. This is such an impactful book. I would recommend it for every young person out there still, you know, trying to discover yourself, still trying to find your purpose. This is a must read for you.
It is the second hour on today's show. One whole hour already flew by, and Mazino is not finding it funny.
Yes, indeed. It doesn't even feel like as if it's been that long. Thank you guys for staying. Listen, guys, I'm sorry. Whoever took my phone, please, can you... I'm sorry I played a prank on you guys, but can I have my phone back now? If you apologize to me, apologize to me. I'm sorry. Can I have my phone back?
Whoever took Mazino's phone, please keep it. I'm not ready to forgive him just yet. Well, Wake Up Nigeria is here with the next 45 minutes, promising you nothing less than premium family breakfast entertainment.
Yes,
Mazino.
Indeed. All right, I'm going to get back my confidence, and we'll go searching for the phone later. In any case, Leo Babata, or is that the name Baba Uta, once said, the life you have left is a gift. Cherish it. Enjoy it now to the fullest. Do what matters now.
Yes, of course. Cherish the fact that you do not have your phone, which is why we are here. Because we know that you enjoy watching us now, so we can't fail to show up bright and early every day of the week.
Yes, indeed. And in the kitchen, don't forget, the kitchen is a buzz, delicious aroma coming from there. We can smell it all. How's it going in there?
I must say, I mean, and of course, to garnish this sumptuous meal is, come now. Yes, our special guest on the show all week, and of course, today as well. And yeah, well, so things are going pretty well.
Okay then. Now, besides food though, there's a lot more coming your way on today's show. However, before we give you the details, let's remind you that you can stream this show live at tvcentertainment.tv, and if you want to use Facebook, guess what, we're there as well at TVC Connect.
And please also connect with us on YouTube at TVC Entertainment and send in your comments across all social media platforms. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Now, what do we have for you for the next 45 minutes, Mazino?
Yes, still.
Oh, nice. I'm yet to see that movie, but I will be seeing it because you advised that it's a good one.
You know, I give better recommendations than Mazino.
It's okay. No problem. I'm still begging you guys to please return my item.
You know the problem? The problem here is that you're not directing you're not placing your focus on the right your focus.
I'm
only
sorry.
let the place focus.
I'd like to give some background to that prank. The point is, when we came in this morning, I've actually tried on numerous instances to try and get her, but I've been unable to do that. She's actually, it's April Fool's, but that one was so rightly timed. It was the best one. I'm sorry, however.
We were in the middle of a serious conversation.
She almost fell off the chair.
If we were not having that conversation.
Are you both sure you don't need me to leave the couch?
No, but you know you also fell for that one as well in the beginning.
Did not.
Yes, you did.
has stone cold fever.
But in any case,
no, I did not.
I've always been a prankster, and I've always enjoyed and waited for dates like this.
And now you have been pranked.
So it's a prank, then I'm good.
It's not prank, it's punishment.
Okay, it's a punishment.
Yes,
which is way worse.
You get your phone next week.
You guys, please, one final time, please return my item. I beg you. I love you. I'm sorry.
To me now.
Yes.
I'll think about it.
Don't worry, we'll think
Let's
about
do
it.
some fact finding. And welcome inside the news for the second hour. Now, Professor Charles Soludo yesterday escaped an attack in Sofia, his hometown. Gunmen attacked a venue where the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria was holding a meeting with his supporters. Professor Soludo is a front-runner for the ticket of the All Progressive Grand Alliance ahead of the Anambra State governorship election holding in November. Though TVC News could not confirm the casualty figure, but at least 2 policemen were killed in the attack. Reports say the whereabouts of the politician is presently unknown. Spokesman of the Anambra State Police Command, Haruna Mohammed, confirmed the incident to TVC News, but says the command is yet to ascertain the number and identity of people killed. And Kaduna State is still witnessing daily attacks. The latest claimed 8 lives yesterday, while 4 others were injured in separate attacks by bandits across Chikum, Giwa, and Kajuru local government areas. They shot at a vehicle in Chikum, which somersaulted and led to the deaths of 6 persons, leaving 4 others injured. In Kajuru, the bandits attacked locals at Iburu in Kajuru and killed 1 Amos Yari. In Giwa, the bandits invaded Hayi Kanwa village and killed 1 Alhaji Sule, a businessman, after he resisted their attempts to kidnap him. Governor Nasir El-Rufai has commiserated with the families of the victims while wishing those injured a speedy recovery. And a meeting to avert a nationwide strike by resident doctors is underway in Abuja behind closed doors. Labor and Employment Minister Chris Ngige is the chief conciliator of the meeting. The meeting, which began at about 4:40 p.m. yesterday, had in attendance the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Mashi Abdullahi, and representatives of the Salaries and Wages Commission, among others. The resident doctors had issued a notice of an indefinite nationwide strike effective in 1st of April over the number of demands. Now, these include non-payment of house officers, non-recruitment of house officers, and abolition of the bench fees. Others are non-payment of national minimum wage, a review of the current hazard allowance to 50% of the consolidated basic salaries of all health workers, and non-payment of the death in service insurance for workers who died of COVID-19.
We started solving those problems. Started solving them. We put up proposals with even timelines on how to deal with them. We will now look at those proposals with you. Fix adequate timelines.
And a court sitting in Kaduna has again adjourned the trial of leader of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, and his wife Zinat to the 25th of May 2021 for the continuation of hearing on the case. During yesterday's sitting, the prosecution counsel, Dari Bayero, finally rested his case by presenting his last witness. He also prayed the court to overrule the no-case submission by the defense counsel and to go on and convict the defendants as provided by law. The counsel to Ibrahim El-Zakzaki expected to open his defense during the next adjourned date. Sheikh El-Zakzaki and his wife have been in detention since their arrest in December 2015. And that's it for the news. Now let's check out what's happening inside of the kitchen. I can hear the ladies sneezing away. But hey, Tokwe, how's it going in there?
It is going very well. I must say the spices are really sipping in. The chef has done a very great job this morning preparing what I would call a very healthy potato stir fry with prawns. And guess what, guys? She used just sesame oil. This is the first time I'm seeing this done. And of course, she's putting in the celery to give you some very great vitamins. I like the fact that you're putting it at the end, so we still have it crunchy, and we still have the nutrients at a very high level. Yeah. So now I can see the dark soy sauce, obviously, in all its glory. But how healthy is the dark soy sauce? I actually haven't done research on that.
I think it's more heavier than the normal seasoning cubes.
Okay.
It has less salt and less sugar.
Oh, fantastic. So now we have our parboiled sweet potatoes. If you're just joining us, we're making sweet potatoes stir fry with prawns. We have our sweet potatoes, we have our green, red, yellow bell peppers, scotch bonnet, celery sticks. We have the celery as well. The potato was parboiled so it doesn't get all mashed up. Yeah. So if you want to prepare this at home, you can quickly scribble down what we have. It's garlic, carrots, ginger, prawns, soy sauce, sesame oil, chili sauce, bell peppers, celery sticks, oyster sauce, yellow sticks of sweet potato, black pepper, yellow pepper as well, and green onions. That's the spring onions, and of course our very own sponsors for the week, Knorr seasoning cube. Yeah. Okay, so these are the ingredients we use to prepare this, and I like the fact that it has this the black peppers are sprinkled all over. Yeah. Black peppers are really, so this is the first time I'm actually seeing yellow pepper, the dried
this
yellow pepper.
This one.
Okay.
So when it's dried, then they blend it
and get that color. But yellow peppers and black peppers, which has a stronger flavor?
The black pepper.
The black pepper. Black pepper is still the winner.
That's
what I'm taking in now, yeah. But it's quite strong.
It's very strong.
As well.
So,
okay, so how long do we leave this?
We're done now.
We're done already?
We're done.
Nice. So this took approximately how long to prepare?
It takes, after chopping and all that, it takes just 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't take long.
Okay. I'd like us to put here so that we can show it in all its glory.
All right.
Nice. Are you seeing that? Ooh. This is definitely a healthy start to the month, guys.
Sure.
All right. So we have prepared, let's put it for display before, of course. We're still going to plate one for the guests. Okay. So we have prepared our sweet potatoes stir fry. I have to look at this from here. This is some sizzling goodness. We are going on a break. When we come back, we still have our graffiti artist. We still have Udoka Oyekan in the studio. You don't want to go anywhere. There's still so much more. We will be right back. And you know we appreciate art in its truest forms every Thursday. Now with me on the couch this morning is Blaze Steven. He is a graffiti artist and has also branched out into wearable art. Good to have you here, Blaze.
Yeah, good to have you.
Call you Blaze or Steven?
Whichever one.
Whichever one, Blaze. I like Blaze. So I'm really excited about these pieces, most especially this. I'll look at others, of course. I like the fact that it is so colorful, and you found a way to put these on it. So what inspires your creativity
Yeah, everything around me inspires my creativity. I look at anything I want to create, then I picture it before I put it into work.
Okay.
Yeah, so I get inspired on a daily with whatever I see, how I feel about an artwork, and before I project them into reality, I just try and like picture it in my mind.
Yeah. Now you went from you came to wearable art, so obviously you were doing just a print before. What made you move or transition to doing wearable art?
Yeah, I saw the need for something new, something really different from every other person. So I wanted to like create my design. Whatever I feel inside is what I bring out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So now let's talk about this one. I saw a do not touch. Yes. So what's the story behind this, the art on these jackets? This is these are different cartoon characters. Tell us what inspired everything on this jacket.
Okay, yeah, there's a particular feeling I had when I was making this.
Okay.
It's inspired by like New Yorker streetwears. I see like a lot of people want something really different from regular.
Yeah.
So I needed to infuse random texts in the front while I do some graffiti spray on the front as well. Then for the back, I needed something really weird. Yeah, nothing too really common. I needed to do like a lion art. That's why you feel the drawing of the lion is actually connecting to the image.
The image on the hand. Yeah, I figured.
The eyes is the same color with the can and a lot of colors in the front like that.
Yeah. So now, what are the challenges you face in the process of creation process?
Yeah, creation process. Most of the works, the tools in achieving most of these works are not mostly sold in Nigeria. So I have to sometimes order frontline before I get them. So sometimes it takes like a while. Even when I don't have a client to work for, I have to like get those items on time. Then I make sure that I get the right client as well. So sometimes the challenges I face is getting the right people to appreciate this work.
Now, talking about the right people to appreciate this work, this is not something that is very common. So how do you sustain yourself with this line of business?
I try to like create. I put like a lot of hard work and money into artworks, and I create even when I don't have a client yet. Yeah,
okay, so let's look at something else. Now, oh, okay. This is, I never dreamed the sea so deep, the earth so dark. So long my sleep, I have become another child. I wake up to see the world go wild. What inspired this? It's like rap.
Yeah, this is like a street kind of wear. It was really inspired by like everyone in the street who has like a desire to be out of their box. I feel like everybody are like caged in a box, so you have to like really come out of your shell. That is how I see it. So this is like a female who is also living in the streets, who is trying to break down and break out of that small cage inside. So this is like the inscription on this work is like saying what is going on that person's mind. Yeah. And the tattoos and also the write-up on the face mask. They actually connect to the storyline behind
the art. Okay. Now it says low friends in high places. That sounds really deep. Now, was this inspired by a personal experience?
Yeah, this was inspired by my friends. I see a lot of my friends. They are low key, but they have like a whole lot of things going on for them, and they have a lot of potential. So it's like an inscription saying that anybody could be anything, anywhere. Okay. No matter where you find yourself.
Yeah. Now, I remember there's a video you have of a koile. I want us to see that so that when we come back, we can talk about it. All right. All right. Let's see a koile's video. Yeah, good. Now, I want to talk about this because it's so colorful. And, okay, I think this is the white one that we have here. Yeah. But now we have, how do you get to fund these things? Do you wait for clients to order, or you make them so that people can like see it then order?
Yeah, sometimes I work based on order. Then sometimes I make them, then when people see them and they like them, they just buy it.
You buy. Yeah. But now, how is the pricing like? Because, you know, people, this is a new type of fashion. And you know how Nigerians can be skeptical before they get into it. What's the average price?
Yeah, the average price for any of these products is 15K. 15K.
Oh, let's talk about Ekoile. What inspired that art?
Yeah, Ekoile was really inspired by Lagos. How Lagos is. That's where I did Lagos Bridge. Yeah. And I also did some artwork that has to do with anything that has to do with Lagos. Yeah, so most of my works are being inspired by the things I see around you. The activities around the environment I find myself. So I try and bring them to life. Oh, thank you so much. It's been really nice chatting with you, and I'm sure that people will definitely hit you up because these are really super stylish. Thanks for coming on the show. There we have it. We just spoke to Blaze Steven, our graffiti artist with amazing wearable art. We're going to break, and when we come back, guess what? We have our final guest, Udoka Oyekan, filmmaker, and you definitely want to stick around for that chat. We will be right back.
Yes, and you are welcome, one and all. Our final guest today is filmmaker, none other, Udoka Oyekan. Did I rhyme there?
Yes, you did.
See what I did? Now, he grew up from being a producer, also performing as well with friends in Canada and all. Now he's writing, he's also directing. He's a fantastic filmmaker. What can I say that you want to add now?
I can say that I've watched him transition from acting to directing, and it's always beautiful when you see an actor move to directing and get it right.
Exactly. You weren't here last week, but I'm sure that you saw us on camera when we were just gushing over your movies, Three Thieves and The Raz Guy.
The Raz Guy,
Very excited about The Raz Guy.
I was very skeptical about Lasisi, to be very honest, because I felt it must have been a risk carrying a comedian, or let's say an Instagram or social media comedian, to play such a strong role. Now, how was it for you in your casting?
So when we started out trying to cast for this film, Lasisi wasn't the one on the table.
Really? Do you mind telling us exactly who it was supposed to be?
Yeah, of course. I don't think it's a secret, but the studio wanted to have Bovi.
Oh, okay.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah. And what had happened is the year before we shot this film, I produced the film in Abuja.
Okay.
Bovi was the lead. Lasisi was a supporting actor.
So you saw your potential.
So I'd seen Lasisi act as well. So I'd seen the potential there. And when Bovi couldn't make it, you know, it fell through. We're looking for somebody else, and I was like, yo,
of course,
let's go with Lasisi. And initially, you know, I think the guys in the studio were like, I was like, I've worked with him before. Trust me, he came, he read for it, and that was it.
Now you can see shots of it on the screen if you're out there. I mean, first off, he is a comedian through and through, that's for sure.
Yes.
But there's also something about comedians when you can see them doing what they do best. You know, it takes everything. And especially for Lasisi, the fact that he also uses a filter. I was scared that thing won't transition right to when we're not seeing him as what are those his characters again? Sinzu.
And
I'm like, can he be the lead in a film? I'm happy to hear that he did a fantastic job.
No, so he delivered, and not just that. Like when you talk to Lasisi, you find out that he's a very intelligent human being.
Yeah.
So it was easy to direct him. It was easy. He understood what I was trying to do. Like once I say something, he could envision what I was trying to achieve, and he threw himself in. Like when you watch the movie, you'll be like, Lasisi. And that's why he's getting the rave now, because you know he actually did do all the work. He did the transformation and all that, like, you know, proper.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about you now, transitioning from acting to directing. Was it passion driven, or was it more of a case of you were dissatisfied with the quality of work in Nigerian films?
So the truth of the matter is, a lot of people think I went from acting to directing, but it kind of like happened simultaneously, or should I say, directing happened first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when I first moved back to Nigeria,
I just go back.
This was years ago. When I just got back. This was like 2009, 2010.
Okay.
The first movies that I made, I directed and produced.
Yes,
The Red House 7, Down and Out, No Good Turn,
No Good Turn.
Living Funeral. So I did all those films before I even got on Tinsel.
Okay.
In fact, I think No Good Turn was the only one I did while I was in Tinsel, but I've been directing and producing before Tinsel.
No Good Turn is the one with the
Boko Haram.
insurgents.
Yeah, the Boko Haram short film.
Yeah.
So I was doing all that before Tinsel. So directing, I really,
So Tinsel more was like the breakout role for you.
Yes, Tinsel made the face popular.
Yeah.
Before that, I was behind the camera. You wouldn't know. So when I started making more films, when I went back to making more films and directing, then people, just feel like you left acting for directing, but no, it's...
So what's your relationship with talents? I ask this because it would seem in most of the movies that you're putting together, you are putting together a world of talents inside of them. And I know that it's very difficult to work with people who have great talents. Some of them are very egotistic, some of them are very proud, some of them are like, I beg. Some of them have riders, the list, as long as from here to the door. How do you manage all of these people in one production and make sure that everybody's still putting out their best, nobody seems enfranchised, because they're all coming with their individual brands, especially for your last movie. Everybody on there is a big brand on social media.
Yeah.
So how do you manage all of that?
I think at the end of the day, we're just all human beings, we're all actors, we're all passionate about our craft.
Yeah.
So when it's time to work, if you hire professionals, the job is not as difficult as you might think it is for me to manage them. Okay. I'm an actor as well, so I can always relate if they're having troubles or if somebody's pissing somebody off on set. But for the most part, like, funny enough, literally it's a fun time.
Okay.
On set, everybody's having fun.
Well, when it's comedy shows, it's always a fun time. But when it's a serious kind of movie, I can imagine. I'm sorry to
comedy and normal films. I think it's
okay.
Because it's funny on screen. Does not mean it's not as challenging.
Yeah, but even when you're shooting a serious film, once it's cut, the air eases off. Except maybe it's a very emotional scene, but you want to give the actor some time to just.
If I was to ask you, and if you were to be brutally honest, who's the most difficult person you've ever worked with?
I won't answer, man.
Well, no, but why do you guys do this? Answer. Look at answer.
The most difficult person you've worked with is Mazino.
Come on.
you know why? Because I might still work with the person again.
And then it'll be like, so you said I was difficult.
Let's put that
no, you brought the tension to my set. I don't want that tension. That's the tension I'm trying to avoid.
But let's talk about you as an actor now who also directs. Which would you say you would rather do in terms of financial sustainability?
See the curve you put on the question. I mean, obviously, I've been focused on directing and producing the past few years. It's the much more lucrative part of the industry.
I like that he's choosing his words.
You have to, I think because you can, when I produce and when I direct, I can either pay myself or I can, and directing is not something you do often. So if somebody's going to call me to direct a project, it must be because you've seen my film, you've seen my work, you know what I'm about, or you know what I can do. So there's a price that comes along with that. So, if you can.
So when it comes to streaming services and their involvement in Nigerian movies now, does that money get around? I mean, because I'm imagining that once I've done a movie and I get paid for it, that's it. It gets on these streaming platforms. I might not get any money. Just guys like you at the top will get it. It's like a very awkward pyramid.
Well, at the end of the day, you have to understand that, it's a business. And the producer is taking way more risk than anybody else. Literally, and our industry is not at the place where I can put 70 million naira in a film or 100 million naira in a film and it's guaranteed to come back. I'm going to make 500 million. It's not. So a lot of the films that you see that go to cinema, most of them are not making their money back. So at the end of the day, the producer is still taking the most risk. So, I can't offer you back ends if, your face is not guaranteeing me my returns.
But in the case where this person's face, you know that this face is going to sell the film, does that person get royalties?
Royalties?
Who's really selling now?
I'm not answering that.
There's no which face can guarantee you. So the only thing, like when you watch the models that are going on right now, you see Funke and Kindele, you see Tony Abraham, those people, when they make their own film and the way they push it and the following that they have, you can see those might be safe bets for producers, but it's more or less Funke's film is more or less Tony's film kind of thing, maybe in partnership with maybe like a Film One or something like that.
Okay.
You know, so those are like guaranteed.
Okay.
You know.
Plus they also go into it with backings anyway. People sponsoring from the start.
You know, so you look at those dynamics, or when you have extra hype, like a Mo Abudu film, you know, if you have that machinery to make a film, and if you can hype your film a lot, you know, and if you have a good film as well, you know, that word of mouth helps.
Yeah.
So,
but there's no model that is really like, you know, ironclad that you must,
I want to transition to your personal life. Now, when Tin Cell started, there were a lot of Tin Cell on set couples that turned to real life couples. What happened?
I don't understand.
Yeah, what happened to your on-set wife or girlfriend?
your on-set chemistry. What happened? Did it transition to real-life chemistry?
What?
What are you looking for up there?
I don't know. It's our life.
Maybe the answers are in the stars. You know, the answers might just be.
It's not stars.
No, but honestly, like I think, you know, as a professional, you know, I went to work, did my thing, you know, whipped out, you know, came back the next day.
Okay.
So, you know.
It's work.
So now for baby girls that are on DM, on Instagram, should they slide in your DM? Are you available? Are you married? Are you single?
I'm single, though, just because it's
I wanted to be sure.
It's fashion.
Oh, okay, you're single.
Let's do one or two of your clips,
yes,
and
please.
then we'll be back, and we have something very delicious for you set in the kitchen.
Awesome.
Welcome back, people. Now we have Udoka, our last guest, with Chef from Mercy Fresh Foods. Yes, Chef Debbie from Mercy Fresh Foods. And we have our April 1st breakfast. I wanted to try an April Fool.
Yeah, but it's not going to work right now.
It's not going to work, no. Madonna has ruined it for us. So she prepared for you potato stir fry with prawns. Very healthy, sesame oil, celery, green, yellow, red bell peppers. Do you want to run us through how you prepared this?
Okay, I parboiled the potato first, then I stir fry the vegetables, add the soy sauce and the chili sauce, then with the black peppers, then the yellow peppers, then follow with the sweet potato.
Okay.
So please
enjoy.
It's spiced well.
Spiced. And I just got back kind of food.
It's spicy.
What is it like I used to?
No, but it looks, I love the presentation. It looks yummy.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's going to
taste yummy as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Grab some green in there.
A rating from 1 to 10.
You're there.
Thank you.
Madam.
Say madam.
You're there.
All right.
I don't think you did rating. You're there.
You're there.
You're
No
fast.
seasoning
Fantastic.
cube.
No seasoning cube. Oh,
You
wow.
know what?
No seasoning cube.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
And there's so much flavor in it.
Oh,
Fantastic.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. On that note, it's been an amazing time. Happy New Month, guys.
Yes, it
Mazino,
has.
do you have something
Anything
real
to
to
say,
tell
yeah.
us? Real.
Real.
I'm still
Mazin
looking
is
for
still
my
looking for
iPhone.
his phone.
You guys should please
It's
come
the
on
end of the show already, guys. Come on, stop. It's
Twitter.
enough.
Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Let me know if you want me to give Mazino back his phone, because for what he did, he's going to get double. But guess what? Your view is next. See you tomorrow because it's game.
Bye-bye.
Bye.